This Amateur Radio Roundtable is brought to you in part by ICOM America. Hey guys, welcome to Amateur Radio Roundtable. Tonight is Tuesday, May the 15th, and we're not here. Actually, we pre-recorded this very moment. We're out packing the truck. We're tearing down the studio. All the cameras and PCs and all the cabling's been pulled up and boxed up, and we're loading the truck up because tomorrow we make our yearly trek up to Xenia, to Dayton Hamvention. I think this will be about our 38th year to attend, and boy, we always have fun up here. If you're listening on shortwave tonight on WBCQ, shortwave station on 5130 kilohertz, send us an email with a signal report. Tell us how you're getting the signal there. Send it to Tom at w5kub.com. So I've got some new stuff for you tonight, some really important stuff for you tonight. Even though we recorded, I think you're going to find the show interesting tonight. Also, if any of if we got any new people starting to follow us now and then are in the chat room, please click on the link at the top up there over the menu where it says Facebook. Join our Facebook group. We have over 6,500 people in our Facebook group, and you can post your ham radio pictures. We talk ham radio there, and we'll have Katie show your shack pictures on a show one evening. So right now we're out packing a truck. We don't take as much as we used to. We've kind of, after so many years, we've narrowed it down. And especially since we're inside now, we don't have to worry about tents and tarps and sandbags to hold things down. So we've made a big improvement there. So I wanted to pass some good information to you tonight. This is important information. You might want to take a pencil and jot this down so you'll kind of know our schedule. Let's see where to start here. I'm going to give you our schedule, our live schedule. We call this Hamvention Marathon, 40 plus hours of live streaming. So tomorrow's Wednesday. We go live tomorrow, and we will be live until Monday, the next Monday, heading home. So Wednesday, tomorrow morning, Wednesday, May the 16th, we hope to get out of here maybe around 8:30 in the morning if we can get everybody together. And we'll be driving. It's a little over 500 miles. It'll probably take us 10 hours to get there. And of course, Xenia's on Easter time, so it'll be probably about 6 o'clock p.m. when we get there. But we're going to have a good time in the drive. Watch us drive if you can. Chat with us in the chat room. We'll have the chat room going. Now, you never know what you're going to see. There's some, it's going to be boring at times. There's going to be beautiful scenery. I think the weather's going to be good, so that's good. But you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes we get lost, and we get on a highway, and it takes us 40 miles to find an exit and get off. But probably the most famous thing we're known for is we were stopped by the police north of Nashville, doing 89 in a 70, and we thought they were going to run us in, and everybody in the chat room was taking up a collection to bail us out. We were on the side of the road for about an hour, and we thank all you guys that were sticking by us and willing to help us out there, but we got out of that ticket. Long story, I'll tell you later. We got out of the ticket, but it wasn't looking good for a while. So, hey, we start the live broadcast tomorrow, Wednesday. Follow us, our video, and also if you log into the chat room at w5kub.com, you'll be able to talk with us in the car as we drive. You'll be able to chat with us. Now, the nice thing about the chat is we're going to be able to post frequencies in there and coordinate contacts. We're going to have HF with us this year on our trip. So we're going to try to work as many people as we can. We're going to keep a log. Heck, maybe we'll make a little certificate or something to give you guys. I don't know. But we tried to install some ham equipment in the truck a while back, and ignition noise was bad, and I didn't like the looks of the antenna. And you know, mobile, it's okay, but it's not perfect. So what we've done is we're going to go with a remote control HF. We're going to leave the rig on here. Well, it won't be on, but we're going to use the rig here at the home QTH connected to a multi-band antenna up about 65 feet. And we're going to access that from the truck driving. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to do it through Wi-Fi or through the internet. And I've got a little Droid phone here that it doesn't have cell phone service anymore, but it still does internet. In fact, this is what gives us our APRS tracking. And if you want to know where we are, click on the link above the video for APRS. This sends out our APRS location every minute or so. Now, so getting back to our remote base connection here, I've homebrewed a little box here. Let me see if I can show it to you. Homebrewed a little box. It's got a touch tone pad on it and on-off switch. We got a little push to talk button here if we want to use it. We've got a mic jack and a speaker jack here, and we've got a hand mic on here. And I'll try to show you the inside. Oh, and we've got a volume control here. It's got a built-in audio amplifier. So what we can do is this will drive a speaker directly, or we can plug it into the auxiliary audio in the truck and have surround sound on our contacts. But it's got a pretty powerful little AF amplifier in it. And we've got a volume control right here on the front where we can turn the volume up and down. Now, just to show you the inside, this is a prototype. Again, a prototype. It cost about $30 to build it. Keypad, I'm going to change the keypad out to a more standard keypad. This is not laid out exactly like the normal keypad, but it still has all the functions. And inside, it's pretty simple. Let me see if I can show it to you. Inside, right here is just a touch tone encoder, and then this is the little audio amp down here. It's about $1.50, and the touch tone encoder I think was $12. And then over here you'll see some a couple chips and some relays, and that's all homebrew there. And basically what it does, it sends the signal back to our remote shack here in Memphis. So what happens is we have two ways of getting back in. And this plugs into a standard Droid or you know, a smartphone right there. And we've also built in, hey, you know, if we're on for 8 hours, it's going to be your phone's going to run down. So, hey, look, we built a little USB charging cable that comes out of our box. That comes out of our box here. So our phone can stay on forever and not run down. So now we got two ways we're going to talk back. One is if I plug my other phone, my other smartphone into this, we can dial the phone number here at the shack and connect, and it will turn the remote shack on. But what we're going to do here is we're going to go through Wi-Fi. I'm running Magic Jack app on here, and that allows us to make Magic Jack phone calls through Wi-Fi. So I've got the Magic Jack app on here, and we'll just dial the number here at the house, and we'll connect in the truck through Wi-Fi. So basically, what we've got here is, this is the little control box, and push to talk on the mic. It works great. And you know what? And we can plug in, like I said, to the stereo system in the truck. Or you know, if we want to keep, if it's too much noise and everything, look, we've got this. We built it where we can actually put on a little headset like this with the mic and just plug it into the earphone jack here and plug the mic into the mic right there. And now we've got headset, we've got mic here, and we've got a little push to talk button right here. So if I push to talk, I can go, this is W5 KUB. Or I could actually use the push to talk button here on the mic. This is W5 KUB. And of course, when we're plugged into the earphone jack there and the mic jack, it disconnects this microphone. So all that we have working here is the push to talk. But if the mic is unplugged, we can use this mic right here. So this is our little control unit right here. It's going to make contacts with all you guys out there. So more about that later. I'm excited about it. So let's get back to the schedule real quick here. So what we'll do, we'll post in our chat room. We can post frequencies, and also if you want to get on and you have a certain frequency you're on, just tell us the chat room. We'll try to move over there. We actually can steer the frequency with this little remote control here. We can go to any band. We can go to any band. We can key in any frequency. We can scan the band. I can turn the antenna tuner on or off. I can turn filters on or off, lower sideband, upper sideband. This does all functions that the radio will do. So we're going to be in the chat room, and you can coordinate with us in the chat room if you want to try to work us on HF. So back to the schedule. We leave on tomorrow morning, Wednesday, May the 16th, around 8:30. Should be a fun drive going up. Then we'll be there, of course, Thursday, May 17th. We will try, that is setup day. That's setup day where everybody is getting in there and they're unloading and they're building up their booths and so forth. So we'll probably be there from about 9 o'clock to about 5 o'clock, and we will be streaming. We'll try to have a temporary stream on early, and then as we get all of our studio gear set up, we'll switch to it. But we'll have a temporary stream up where you can see us trying to build our booth. Now we got a new booth this year, so we got to reconstruct everything. So that's Thursday, May 17th. About 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern time until probably about 1700. For you international guys out there, 0900 Eastern would be about 1300. I think that's about 1300 UTC. All right, now the big show starts. The big show, the Dayton Hamvention Fest, is of course Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we'll be live Friday, May the 18th from about 8 o'clock till 5. We'll be live Saturday, May the 19th from 8 o'clock to about 5. And we'll be live Sunday, May the 20th from 8 o'clock until about 2 o'clock or so. Again, 8 o'clock Eastern, that's probably about 1200 UTC. And then we're going to drive home. By the time we tear down and pack up, it gets late on Sunday afternoon. And we've decided now to, the last couple of years, is stay an extra day and get some sleep. And we drive back on Monday, May 21st, and we'll stream live. Now, we've got prizes. We're going to give away, we've got a lot of prizes, 60 or more prizes. Everything from auto antenna tuners to HF antennas, handy talkies, you name it, we've got it. And all you got to do, if Hambot calls your name, you can answer in the chat room and you'll win that prize. And within a couple weeks after Hamvention, you'll win that prize, or you'll receive that prize. Now, so let me just say this about prizes. We've got approximately 60 prizes that we're going to be giving away. So we're going to give those away on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's going to be pretty much non-stop giving prizes out. If somebody didn't claim a prize, Hambot calls another name. So we're going to give all those prizes out. If for some reason we don't have a chance to get all the prizes out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we'll give prizes out as we drive home on Monday. Now, Let me tell you about this. This is really important for us. This trip is very expensive for us, somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000 for this trip. We don't buy anything. We don't sell anything. We spend all of our time putting the show on and trying to bring ham radio to you. So in order to try to help recover some of the expense, the big expense here, we're, again, for the third year, we're setting aside a great prize here. This will be only for donors who want to donate $10 or more to help support our trip. This is a CAA 500 Mark II antenna analyzer. It's got LCD graph here. You can't see it very good here. It goes 1.8 to 500 megahertz. It'll plot your SWR graphs, your impedances. You can compare them and so forth. This thing is made out of metal. It feels like a brick. It's about the size of a brick. This is one of the best pieces of test equipment you can get. So for every $10 you donate, we're going to put your name in a hat one time for a chance to win this. $20 gets you two times in the hat. $30 gets you 3 in there. And hey, for you big spenders, put $100 in there and we'll put your name in the hat 10 times. Now, this prize will be awarded Sunday. Sunday will be May 20th at approximately noon time. We will announce the winner at noon on Sunday, and you do not have to be present to win. You don't have to be there. So that's another good point for this prize right here. And this will be shipped directly to you, or not this one, but Comet will ship one directly to you pretty quick after you win it. Let's see, what else are they going to talk about here? If you can help out with expenses, that'd be great. We're going to close down the donations at midnight Saturday. We'll close the donations down for the prize. Now, if you want us to continue to help us out with the trip and you want to donate $5 or $2 or whatever, you can still donate. It's just that we've got to stop the time period for this prize has to stop at midnight, because Kathy has to then pull out everybody that has donated, and then we need to divide it into how much, how many tickets each person gets, and we got to put that all together, so we'll be ready on Sunday. Okay, so that's cool. If you want to see the prizes at the top menu on W5KUB, go there, click prizes, I think it says Dayton 2018. If you'll click there, you'll see the prizes that we have there. There's also a FAQ about prizes and who's eligible and maybe some rules. We kind of frown on people that are logged in more than once. In fact, Hambot now has the capability to see if a person is logged in more than once. And we've had a problem before, and I want to explain this. We had a problem before where someone was logged in like W5KUB, or let's say I did W5KUB, and then let's say I logged in a second time as W5KUB-Tom. Well, Hambot picked W5KUB for the winner, but W5KUB-Tom says, I'm here. Well, that's pretty much a no-no. That is not the name that Hambot called. And it's not going to be a match with Hambot. Hambot's going to see you as a different username. So that right there just shows that duplicate names probably aren't going to help you much. In fact, they're going to hurt you. And Hambot does have the capability just to eliminate people with multiple check-ins, multiple logins here. That's some of the important things going on. You can check out the prizes on the website, W5KUB. One of the interesting things, again, I think a lot of people would like to be there or talk with Doug here. Doug Wheelock, our friend astronaut Doug Wheelock, is going to be with us again at Dayton. This will be the 5th year he's been with us. He's coming in sometime Friday afternoon. And I'm not sure exactly what time he make it, but if he doesn't make it before the end of Friday afternoon, of course I'll be seeing Doug. We'll put him in a hotel and we'll have dinner with him, but he'll be with us Saturday for sure. So Saturday for sure, Doug will be there. Hopefully he'll get in early enough on Friday afternoon to join us some there. So that's going to be cool. You know, we might do something special with Doug there. We might even add some new prizes, and we may give some special autograph pictures, personalized autograph pictures, maybe from Doug to people in the chat room that you know, as a prize. We'll have to see how that goes. Let me show you our spaces there at Dayton. Here's kind of the map layout of the fairground facility. You can see the buildings there. We're going to be in building 2. That's the top center. Now this does not show the flea market. The flea market is very, very large. It covers almost the same amount of area as this. I don't have the flea market on here. These are all inside exhibitors. But we're going to be in building 2, and if I can zoom in a little on building 2, you can see right where we are. We got a very good spot there. That's the main door out to the center there, where all the food is and all the good stuff's going on out there. And we also have a door by our booth there that goes into building 3. And those are covered walkways. We think the weather's going to be good, but even if the weather's bad, there's covered walkways there and people can move from building to building. So I think we'll have a lot of people come by there. Ohio has already changed some of the road signs for us, so we're going to, follow those road signs. And I didn't put this up a while ago, but there it is right there. There's the CAA 500 Mark II. List price is somewhere around $450, but if you'll donate $10 or more, we're going to put you in the bucket for a chance to win that. All right, so let's see. I think that's about everything I've covered, everything I wanted to cover here tonight. Man, it's going to be, we love this. It's exciting. For 37 years we've been doing it. It's a grand deal. It's a big deal for us. So we hope all you guys will tune in over the next 6 days and be part of the experience. Help us to get the audience up out there. If you know other hams or friends that would like to watch it, send an email to them or send them the link or something. Let them know that we're on. Let's see. I think I've covered all the important stuff. So see you guys tomorrow morning. Hey guys, this is Tom, W5KUB. Well, we made it to North Carolina. It was about a 10-hour drive from our home in Collierville, Tennessee. But we made it, and Ed and I made it in last night, and this is what it looks like. We're kind of in a valley, but, well, we got mountain behind us too, but I'm going to do some HF operating from here. And what I'm going to do is, you see this tree right in front of us here, that tall tree right there. I'm going to shoot a line over the top of that tree in a little while with my pneumatic antenna launcher. So we're going to go over that in just a few minutes, and we'll show you that. Let me walk around to the front yard here. The leaves are starting to drop. They're not too colorful right now. It's been a strange fall, so we don't have the color here that we usually get. The trees are, you know, it's late October and the trees are just starting to change color a little bit, but they're already dropping off. So there's some of Kathy's relatives down here. Several of the homes you see in the distance are her cousins and aunts and uncles, and she has an uncle that lives over on the other, well, across the valley, and that mountain lands his up to the peak, but that's almost straight up, so it's a useless land there. So let me walk down. The yard's got quite a hill to it here. Let me turn back towards the house. And right here on the front porch is where I'll probably be operating. I like to sit on the front porch, and I'll run that antenna coax up to the front porch here. So there's the house. The garage is toward the end. There's the truck. Here's the tree we will try to go over the top of. Right here. Pretty tall tree. Up, 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 up. So that's going to be our next project. Just a few minutes we'll get the launcher out and see if we can't go over the tree. So here you can see in the back of the truck, here's my box with my coax and all the wires that I'll put down as the radials, and the antenna tuner is in there, probably in the bottom. There's the antenna launcher. We're going to try it out for the first time today. There's a little air compressor we're going to use to put some air in it. I'm here with my buddy Ed Harrison. Been knowing Ed a long time, and Ed used to make potato guns, potato cannons, and that's where you put the hairspray or the WD-40 in the tube, and you light it, and it blows a tomato. I mean, it blows a potato. You know, about a half a mile. And then it also blows your fingers off sometimes. But anyway, so Ed's here, and look, what we're fixing to do is we're going to put some air in this thing. So let me see if I can switch cameras. Well, I don't know if I can switch antenna launcher. This is how we're going to get our string or our rope across over the tree. First of all, you need to make you some little bullets like this. It's just a 3/4 inch PVC with caps on it and an eye on the end to put your line on. All right, and here's our gun right here. You want to take a look at that, Kathy will try to pan around and show you the gun. It's just an air tank here, basically a valve and a barrel. We're going to take the bullet. We're going to take the bullet and we're just going to put it in the end here. And we found that it needs to go down pretty deep in there to. Needs to go down pretty good. Okay, so I've got it down. I've got it down about that far. That should be good. Our first launch today, we had it only at the top, and it didn't go very far. So now we've got a portable air compressor here, hooked onto our valve here, running it on that little 12-volt battery. So let me put about 50 pounds in there. All right. We've got about, actually got about 55 pounds of air pressure in there. The pipe is rated, I think, for, let's see what the Schedule 40 is rated for, the big pipe here. Schedule 40 is rated at 280 pounds per square inch. You should never put that in there. So we're going to go over. We're going to go over that tree limb up there. It's about 70 or 80 feet in the air. All right, so let's focus in on this. Just one thing to remember, always release your reel. Make sure that's released. We're going to aim it, open the valve, and it's going to be gone. So I doubt you're going to see it, but we're going to look up over the tree. Here, I'll count down 3, 2, 1 and fire, and you might see it. 3, 2, 1, fire. All right, it looks like we did a pretty good job there. It went right over right exactly where we wanted it to go. Had plenty of range. That's good. All right, so we used our air gun to launch the antenna rope with. This is what I used to use. Hey, you know, you can pay $100 for these, you know, some of the ham outlets, but I'll tell you, you can buy this slingshot at Walmart with surgical tubing on it for about $7. It'll shoot a long ways. And you can buy a Zipco 404 reel for about $4 or $5. And you just pass it on there with a clamp, and look at this. Put you a lead weight on there, put that on your arm, and it's pretty accurate too. You can aim very accurately with the slingshot and shoot that lead weight, and that fishing line will go out and over, and then hey, just reel it back. So that's alternate too.
All right, you're on.
Okay, so hey, take my piece of wire, already tangling up in the leaves here. But just take your piece of wire. Hey guys, you don't need an insulator. A nylon cord is an insulator. Tie you a loop in the wire like this. Tie your string in the end of that wire loop right there, like that. Make sure it's tied a couple times. Now we're gonna pull the string up, and there you go. I guess you got a good close up of that head. You got your loop, and you got your string, and that is an insulator. So here we go. I'm going to start pulling it up out here, and it should go up. So here we go. The only bad part is rolling all this up. So the line should be almost lined up. I get tired, I'll have Ed line some of it. Hey Ed, look over here a minute. I'll show you something. I don't know if you can see this. All right, going up with it. So we're going to leave it like that. I'm going to bring the string over here and tie it off. That looks good. I'm just going to tie it off right here. And our antenna is in the air, and when we get ready to leave, we're just going to tie the knot. Pull it back down. It's come down faster than it went up. So we got just a little bit. I had a little bit of wire left over here. I think I had probably close to 75 or 80 feet on here. What you can do, you can go up over that limb, and then you can go horizontal. Go horizontal for 30, 40, 50, 60 feet. And you'll have both vertical and horizontal lobes there. But we're gonna just keep it right here for now. All right, so there's our antenna. Yeah, our counterpoise, our radial, right here. Old salvage wire. You can see how the insulation is breaking on it. Look at that. But hey, the copper's good in it. So what we're going to do is lay 3 radials out. From the point we're going to put our antenna analyzer, antenna here, over here. We'll run one this way. All right, there's one radial. We're going to run another radial. We're going to stretch it out. Okay. All right, and then we're going to put a third radial down. You could operate with just one radial, but we got 3 down. This is kind of like a ground plane on a ground plane antenna. We're going to have three elements, you know, three radials. Yeah, I'll let you hold that right there. We're just going to run this one this direction. So we got one radial running east, one north, and this one's going to run kind of, let's see, east, north. This will be running west. All right, so our antenna system basically is put up. There we go. Okay, you can cut. Okay, this is a SG237 antenna tuner. And guys, this thing will tune anything. If you look right here, 1.8 to 60 megahertz. It's only a 100-watt tuner, but you only need an 8-foot piece of wire or a whip, and it'll tune 80 meters through 6 meters with just an 8-foot piece of wire, and you can talk around the world on it. We put up about 70 feet of wire, but it doesn't make a difference. I mean, I think the more wire we can get out, the better it is. Guys, this tuner will tune a gutter. If you got rain gutters, you put this on your rain gutter, you'll talk around the world. I talked one time on my El Camino. I hooked this to the bumper of my El Camino in the backyard, made a contact in Washington State. The guy said, "Your mobile sounded good." And I said, "You don't understand. I'm not running mobile. I'm running the El Camino as the antenna. Because after all, it's insulated. It's got tires on it. I was using the body of the car as the antenna using this. So we're going to hook this up. Our vertical hooks here. Our ground system, our 3 radios are going to hook here. We hook our coax on the end here and power it with 12 volts. And to operate, all we have to do is hit it with RF for about 1 second, and it auto tunes. And it remembers. It has thousands of frequencies. It remembers thousands of memories. And I'll be able to work 80 through 10 meters, jump bands, perfect SWR. So we're going to hook it up right now. I need that wire right here. Oh. So my wire's a little long here, as you can see. So I'm just gonna cut it off. Again, we don't need any exact distance, but I'm gonna cut it off, and we're gonna put it on the tuner. I'm just gonna wrap it around right here. We're going to tighten this down. And our tuner, our antenna should be on it. And then we've got 3 radials. There's 1. There's 1, and there's 2. And there's 3. We're just going to put these 3 radials on here. This has been out in the weather for many years. You can see my washers there are rusting a little bit, but so we're going to put these 3 radials on here and tighten them down. All right, so our antenna system is ready to go, and it is waterproof. But I will put that probably in a plastic bag just for a little bit extra protection. And our antenna is ready to go.
What's all your connections? Explain that.
Okay. So what we got here on the end for power, on the cable, one end, of course, goes to the rig. We'll extend that with about 75 feet of RG8, RG8X. And then that's a little RG45 jack that I run cable out at home with, but I'll just plug 12 volts in here. And that's all it is to it to make this thing work. Okay, we have our antenna up and our radios laying out, and next we're going to set the rig up. So we've got our cables already here, one to power the antenna tuner, and the coax. That's all we need to be all band operation. Got an old suitcase here, a hard suitcase. Then I bring my TS570 that I use portable. Let's see if it's all together in there. Got my log books in here, writing pad. There's the 570. Don't forget your power cable. And we brought an MFJ 20 amp switching power supply. So let me get this out of the way. So basically what we're going to do, we'll set the power supply up, we'll set the radio up, put our log books here, our DX chart, and we'll set a laptop here so we can look at some of the DX spots and so forth. So that's about it. We'll see you in a few minutes. Okay guys, we're all set up here. This is our ham shack for this weekend. We got a pretty good area to expand if we want to. So we're all hooked up here. I've got my laptop out here with my DX spots on there. There's the 570.
Maybe the amp started working over.
Got my band playing here. Let me turn it down. Got my band playing. Got a little power supply in the background. Got our log book here. Here's some of my last contacts. So that's some of my latest contacts. Now let's do this. I want to show you how this antenna works. Antenna tuner works. Let me pick a frequency on 40. On 40 that's kind of clear. If I can find a clear frequency. Alright, that sounds pretty clear right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit it FSK. I didn't bring a key to key down, but I'm just going to put it on FSK, and that way if I key the mic. Now watch the SWR meter right here. Right here. Alright, I'm going to key it. Watch the SWR meter. Well, you saw it went full scale, and then instantly it went back to almost a 1-to-1. So the SWR is showing 1-to-1. So let's do this. Let's go up to 20 meters. Let's just find a spot. Oh, that's pretty quiet there. We're going to tune up here. Watch the SWR meter here, and watch how quickly it tunes. All I do is put a little power to the antenna. Watch how quickly it tunes. Here we go. All right, it started off high. It's tuning, and it stabilized at 1 bar at 1-to-1. Okay, let's tune up. Let's go to 18 megahertz. Let's tune up right about there. Nobody's there, so again, I'm just going to tune up with the FSK just to get a little output. I'm going to key the mic. Watch the SWR meter here. You'll see it come up kind of full scale, and then very quickly it will ratchet itself down to 1-to-1. Now here we go. I'm going to key up. Key up. All right, we got some SWR. It's tuning, and it is tuned, and you see there's a full 100 watts output. That's how quick it tunes. Let's go to 15 meters. That sounds pretty quiet. We're going to tune up here. Well, it tuned almost instantly. There's, what is that? That's 12 meters. Let's try to tune up on 12 meters. Here we go. All right, we got a little SWR, and there it is. It brought it down to 1-to-1 and 100 watts. Let's go to 80 meters. Let's go to 10 meters. Just somewhere in there. Again, we're going to try. We're going to key up in FSK. Here we go. Well, it tuned very quickly. Here. So that's how quickly this antenna tuner will tune anything. Very quickly. It's all band. I don't care if you're at the low end of the band or you're at the high end of the band. You're going to have the same low SWR across the entire bands, any band. That's what I like about having a portable, or not a portable, but a auto antenna tuner out at the antenna. It's out. You saw me put it at the base of the tree. So it tunes that wire. I've got 3 radials out, and hey, it does a wonderful job.
Thank you for staying hotel. Hotel India 3 Kilo, Hotel India 3 Kilo contest. Test, Kilo Papa 2 Mike, Kilo Papa 2 Mexico contest. Test, Kilo Papa 2 Mike. 60 contest, Victor Echo 5, Papa Victor. 2 Fox Yankee 5, Kilo Echo. Florida Yankee 5, Kilowatt Echo contest. Foxtrot Yankee 5, Kilo Echo, Fox Yankee 5, Kilowatt Echo, contest. CQ contest, November 1, Mike, November 1, Mike. CQ contest, Hotel Kilo 1 Tango, contest. Hotel Kilo 1 Tango, contest. Foxtrot Mark 5, Foxtrot Juliet, contest. Foxtrot Mark 5, Foxtrot Juliet, contest. Security context. Whiskey, Papa 4, Oscar, November, Japan contact, QSX.
WZ5X, WZ5X, W5 KUB. Did you copy, Bill?
Yeah, I copy you now, Tom. I was tuning around there. William had 7.139, but it's not clear for me. I have a station there that's very close that's in the contest. I copy me. W5 KUB, WZ5X.